Now, if I told you that the world's most intimidating desert was once a lush green paradise, you might find it hard to believe. But it's true. Around 10,000 years ago, the Sahara looked completely different from what we see today. At that time, much of North Africa was covered with vast grasslands, large rivers, enormous lakes, and countless species of wildlife. Scientists refer to this period as the African Humid period. In other words, it was a time when Africa experienced a much wetter climate. The Sahara was not the dry, barren desert we know today. Instead, regular rainfall nourished the region, creating a thriving ecosystem full of life. Where endless dunes now stretch across the horizon, thousands of trees once stood tall. Across these vast grasslands roamed elephants, giraffes, rhinoceroses, and even hippopotamuses. Just think about that for a moment. In a place where finding a single drop of water can be difficult today, giant animals once lived comfortably and in great numbers. But it wasn't only animals that called the Sahara home. Humans lived here too, and we still have evidence of their presence. Throughout different regions of the Sahara, scientists have discovered caves containing ancient rock art that dates back thousands of years. These paintings show people fishing, paddling boats along rivers, and hunting various animals. Now here's an interesting question. If the Sahara has always been a desert, where were these people fishing? Where did those rivers come from? The answer is simple. Back then, countless rivers flowed across the Sahara. Using modern satellite technology, scientists have identified the remains of many ancient river systems buried beneath the desert sands. Even today, satellite imagery reveals the clear paths of these long-lost waterways. Some stretch for hundreds of miles. Others lead to the dried-up basins of enormous lakes that were once filled with water. But perhaps the most astonishing example is Mega Lake Chad. Today, Africa is home to a lake known as Lake Chad. However, thousands of years ago, this lake was many times larger than it is today. According to scientific research, Mega Lake Chad was once so vast that it exceeded the size of many modern countries. Some researchers believe it may have approached the scale of today's Caspian Sea. That means the ancient Sahara was not a desert at all. It was a region rich in water, forests, grasslands, and extraordinary biodiversity. But this brings us to the biggest question of all. If the Sahara was once so beautiful and full of life, what happened to it? Where did those rivers go? What happened to the enormous lakes? Where did all the animals disappear to? How did one of the greenest regions on Earth transform into the hottest desert on the planet? The answers lie within our own planet. To understand this mystery, we need to explore the incredible story of Earth's changing climate and the subtle shifts in its axis. Changes that slowly but dramatically altered the fate of the Sahara forever. And that's exactly what we'll uncover in the next chapter of this story. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because in part 3, we'll discover how a small change in Earth's axis transformed a green paradise into one of the most extreme deserts on Earth. See you in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep exploring. I'm Mr. Beast, and I'll see you next time.